We've seen a growing number, 36 or so Democrats coming forward publicly, lawmakers, to say that they don't believe that President Biden should be running. One of the latest is Senator Joe Manchin. He, of course, is an independent now. He's a longtime Democrat, close to the president. But it was not clear that Biden was going to be making this decision, and it certainly was not clear that he was going to be doing so today. So as of 15 minutes ago, Priscilla, where were we? And how does that make what we now know, this announcement now from President Biden, all the more shocking?
Where we were was that the campaign, his allies, had said he was staying in this race. That is what we were hearing over the course of the morning, including from his campaign co-chairs. But Alex, what everyone told us, what multiple sources told CNN is that this was ultimately the president's decision to make, that he was going to sit with this, that he was going to have those private conversations, including with his family, some of the most pivotal people influential people in his life and pivotal moments. And it was going to be ultimately his decision to make. And that is what I think this letter captures in this moment, is that after that self-reflection, he decided it was not, it didn't make any more sense for him to stick it out and do this re-election. Now, I will say, because you mentioned Vice President Kamala Harris, I had been talking to sources over the last several weeks, and what they all told me is that there was no daylight between the vice president and the president, that she was fiercely behind him, and that she was continuing this campaign as the Biden-Harris ticket. Recall that one of the first things that she said on CNN after that debate performance was that the president should be judged based off his record and not those 90 minutes. And it was that that statement that was later used by many of the president's allies, including the First Lady. And so this was the reality for her inner circle as well, was to stay with the president, stay in line with him, and not to flirt with any of the replacement theories that she would be the lead of the party's ticket. Now, of course, this doesn't answer the question as to what happens next, but I do think it's important to know that the vice president, certainly up until this point, has fiercely been behind the president. Now, as far as Democratic lawmakers had some of them had started to gain some consensus about the vice president becoming the nominee.